and opened the doors for all young ladies that are underage to do whatever they want, irrespective of the responsibility of the father. Now, I don't know about you, but my daughter was not allowed to wear makeup till she was 18. She was supposed to be home till before 11 o'clock, till after she got married. Even though she was out with friends with school. No drinking, no smoking, no bad habits, nothing of the sort. But that's what parents' responsibility is. Here is the biggest problem that I'm going to share with you for the court of Sindh, and that is this. I'm very familiar with the history, the constitutions of Pakistan, both the old constitution and the new constitution. The country of Pakistan is not a secular republic that America is. America is a republic. Canada is a democracy, but parliamentary democracy. Pakistan is a republic. But the court cannot forget, and the people cannot forget, that Pakistan is the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. It cannot ignore the expectations of Islam. The Constitution of Pakistan won't allow it. And if that is the case, how does the judge of the High Court bypass Sharia, which requires the father to be responsible for his daughter? They have taken away that responsibility, that's God-given responsibility, and the court has no right. I believe that every family in Pakistan, and not only in Pakistan, in Canada, around the world, needs to stand up to every government and tell them, hands off our children. Hands off our children. You look after government, we will look after our children. I believe that your voices will be heard, and if necessary, we need to contact our parliamentarians here to speak for justice on behalf of families here in Canada and in Pakistan. God bless you all.
Thank you. Good job.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और एक बात है, तमाम लोगों का, तमाम मोमिन मोमिनात का, तमाम उन लोगों का जो दिल में माँ बाप का दर्द रखते हैं, वो आज हमारे साथ इस एहतजाज में शामिल हैं। और हम हुकूमत वक्त को एक बात और बताना चाहते हैं कि आप लोग अगर किसी को सपोर्ट करेंगे तो एक वक्त आप याद रखें कि आपको खुदा की अदालत में जाना है। वहां पे फिर आप सोचिएगा कि फिर आपको कोई सपोर्ट नहीं करेगा। इस मामले में आप फिर हुकूमत वक्त को मैं बावर कराना चाहता हूँ, मुतनब्बे कराना चाहता हूँ कि आपका फर्ज है कि आप पाकिस्तान की हर कम्युनिटी को, हर मकातब फिक्र को, हर मजहब जो वहाँ पर है उसको प्रोटेक्ट करें। ये पाकिस्तान का कानून है, पाकिस्तान के दस्तूर में लिखा हुआ है कि कोई भी मकातब फिक्र, कोई भी मुस्लिम हो या गैर मुस्लिम हो, उसको अपनी जो भी रिलीजियस एक्टिविटीज हैं उनको कोई रोक नहीं सकता। उनको आजादाना तौर पर जो है वो ये सब कर सकते हैं। इसी वजह से जो भी दुआ जहरा का जो भी मकतब फिक्र है, आप उस मकतब फिक्र के मुताबिक शरई फ़क़ही मसाइल को मद्देनजर रखते हुए उस केस का फैसला करें, क्योंकि दुआ जहरा इस वक्त जो है माइनर है, 14 साल की है और ये वहाँ के कानून के मुताबिक 16 या 18 जो 2 सूबे हैं उनके हिसाब से वहाँ शादी जो 16 साल से कम है वहाँ शादियाँ नहीं हो सकती। और वली की इजाजत के बगैर जिस मकतब फिक्र से दुआ ताल्लुक रखती है वहाँ पे शादी नहीं हो सकती, या तो बाप इजाजत दे या उसका दादा इजाजत दे। तो हम फिर एक दफा फिर बावर कराना चाहते हैं। हमारे साथ एक लॉयर फर्म के यहाँ पे जो बैरिस्टर हैं जनाब ज़ीशान रज़ा शेख साहब भी मौजूद हैं, क्योंकि वो अपनी जो अदालती कार्रवाई और यहाँ के जो अहम नुक्ते होते हैं उस पर रोशनी डालेंगे। मैं गुजारिश करूंगा ज़ीशान रज़ा शेख साहब से वो आकर इस खिताब करें।
I just want to say thank you to the pastor very much. MashaAllah, it was a very deeply and passionate speech. Thank you for your words of wisdom. Thank you. And he spoke more like a lawyer than I would in the next few minutes, right? So MashaAllah, you should be a lawyer as well. Right. So just saying what the pastor said. So number one, in this case, there was too many legal issues involved to begin with. Even as a lawyer, I am astonished how the court had made such a silly decision. Number one, if the parents were disputing that she is not of 18 years of age, the documents should have been authenticated by experts, by forensic evidence, right? So in order for that to have happened, the court should have put the decision on hold, meaning they should have stayed the judgment until the forensic evidence was tested, and once that was over, then the court could see for themselves, well, these documents are illegal, they're fraudulent, and therefore, if they're not, she's not actually 18 years old, she's actually 15 or 16 years old according to her original legal documents, which are being presented by her parents, in the contrary to the fraudulent documents that have been provided to her, supposedly made by someone, right? So this is what I struggle with to understand. How could any court make such a decision without having any expert testimony involved as well, right? This is the case of human trafficking. There should have been expert witnesses who should have came to court in order to present their testimony on child grooming, on child human trafficking, right? This Zehra, she is a victim here. We do not blame her whatsoever. We support her 100%. She could be a person under duress. There's too many factors involved in this case, right? We don't know what the real issues are. Why doesn't the court take their time to make a proper legal decision? Why don't they interview? Why were there any witnesses presented? If she had a so-called nakah, where are the witnesses? Where are the people? Who's the one who performed the nakah, right? Where are the people involved in her case, right? Where are the experts? There should have been PhD candidates who come and they could have came and spoken about, human trafficking, right? What are some of the factors? She could be facing duress, right? She could be under force. Someone could be telling her, well, we'll hurt your parents if you don't say what we tell you to say, basically, right? At the end of the day, she could be doing this in cooperation, right? She could be cooperating with her perpetrators, right? And she's doing this under duress, and we don't know that, right?
Under threat,
yeah, she could be under threat, as the brother said, right? So there's so many possibilities involved in this that we're actually ashamed of the Pakistani government. We're ashamed of the Pakistani courts, the Punjab courts.
Also involved.
Yeah, the judges. There's too much
Everybody
missing.
involved.
As the press, there was a press statement that was issued on Friday, right? That we helped release, and in that we had written that there's this suspicious activity, right? Like, what is going on here? This case makes no sense whatsoever. You don't even have to be a lawyer, right, to understand there's too many issues. Right, to understand there's too many issues with this case, right? There's too many factors, there's too many variables, and we petition the Supreme Court of Pakistan to intervene. We petition the Chief Justice to intervene and to overturn this case and free Zehra and give her back to her parents. All she wants to do is to be with her family. All her parents want to do is to be with her. Right? Whatever she's saying on TV, it's all scripted. It's common sense. These YouTube interviews are taking place online. It doesn't seem like she's speaking for herself, right? All these questions and all these answers have been scripted, and even these different companies are coming and saying that they did not consent for the products that are being used, right? Right? I'm just saying. So what to summarize, I just want to make a final message is that I petition even the Canadian government to intervene as well, right? What we have, this is a human rights case, so I petition all the human rights organizations, right, to come, right, the UN to come and petition to all the individuals around the world who are involved, all these officials, the Pakistani government as well, the immigration officials, to take Zehra's case very seriously, go on live television and call out the Pakistani government for supporting human trafficking. So it is our job and our duty, as not as Muslims, not as Shia, not as Sunni, but as human beings, to stand up for humanity. Thank you.
I have a question for you, sir.
Yes, let's go ahead.
पाकिस्तान में जब तक पैसे नहीं दिए कोई फाइल मूव नहीं करती. अगर हम लोग सब मिलके पैसे दें जज साहब को, कितने पैसे चाहिए कि अदल करें ज़रा के साथ? Why don't we talk to them directly? Because money talk, bullshit walk in Pakistan.
Unfortunately, there's been corruption in Pakistan over the years. Unfortunately,
what we're explaining Canadian law, you're absolutely right, but don't mix Canadian law to Pakistan. In Canada, justice work. In Pakistan, dollar work.
That's right. Thank you, Jazakallah. I'd like to now introduce my partner, Usman Malik. He's also a partner with me on my law firm, at Prestige Law, and he's going to say some few words as well, very quickly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Zehra.
I'd say thank you to all the people who have showed up over here. हम सारे पाकिस्तानी हैं तो मैं उर्दू में भी आपसे बात करूँगा और ये ज़रूरी है कि हम आज इस मसले पे बात करें और अपनी आवाज़ उन लोगों तक पहुँचाएं जहाँ पे ये पहुँचनी चाहिए. کیونکہ جیسے اب 2000 کا کیس آیا ہے، اس طرح کے ہزاروں اور بچے ہیں جو وہاں پہ اس طرح اسٹرگل کر رہے ہیں. یہ تو میں کریڈٹ دینا چاہوں گا ان ماں باپ کو، 2000 کے والد صاحب کو، جو اس لڑائی میں سر فہرست ہیں اور سب سے آگے اپنی بچی کے لیے لڑ رہے ہیں. کیونکہ جب تک ہر انسان کو اپنے بچے پیارے ہوتے ہیں، ہر ماں باپ اپنے بچے کے لیے ہر چیز کرنا چاہتے ہیں، اور اسپیشلی جب اپنے بچے کو آپ لوز کر دو اپنی آنکھوں کے سامنے، آپ دیکھ رہے ہو کہ میری بچی کسی اور ڈائریکشن میں جا رہی ہے، یو وانٹ ٹرائی ٹو اسٹاپ دیم، اور آپ نہ کر سکو تو آپ بڑے بے بس ہوتے ہو. تو دیٹس وائی ہمارے لیے بہت ضروری ہے کہ ہم ایسے ماں باپ کو سپورٹ کریں جو اپنے بچوں کے لیے آج لڑ رہے ہیں، اور حکومت پاکستان سے بھی لڑ رہے ہیں، اور کورٹ سسٹم سے بھی لڑ رہے ہیں. کیونکہ جیسے میرے والد دوست نے کہا نشان نہیں، کہ یہ بڑی حیران کن بات ہے کہ وداؤٹ اینی ایویڈینس انہوں نے یہ ڈیسیژن دے دیا کہ ایک مائنر بچی جا کے اپنی مرضی سے جہاں جانا چاہے وہ جا سکتی ہے. نہ ان کے اوپر کوئی یہ ایویڈنس سامنے آیا، نہ کوئی ایکسپرٹ وٹنس سامنے آیا کہ ویدر بچی کی ایج سیم ہے نہیں ہے، ویدر لائک دے ٹیسٹڈ دیٹ دی نکاح نامہ از ریئل اور ناٹ. تو کوئی بھی جو چیزیں ہیں، جو بھی ایون جو آئی ڈی پریزنٹ کی گئی ہے، ناظرہ سسٹم جو ہے پاکستان کا، وہ اس لیے لایا گیا تھا کہ آپ کو لٹرلی پیرنٹس کی کنسنٹ کے ساتھ آپ کے بڑے فارم کے اوپر آپ کا جو ہوتا ہے اس کے اوپر آگے آپ کی